Hey everyone, welcome to a playthrough of E1M6 The Coiled City on Ultra Violence, with one caveat. We're only going to be using the Calamity Blade and the Incinerator. Only those two weapons. So this isn't a live commentary. I actually played this about an hour ago. This was the third attempt. Technically the third attempt. Second attempt I had made it through the map, but I didn't collect all of the items. So, needless to say, this is going to be 100% kills, items, and secrets. Okay, so this first area is a bitch. I never really just go straight into it. I always come to this little passageway on the side, so I can collect a little bit more ammo for the Incinerator, and also a green armor, which is going to help so much. I'm telling you, if you really want to make it through this mission, find this secret passageway first. Collect the green armor. It is going to make your life so much easier. I'm just going to go ahead, hit the switch. And we're just going to take our time here. We're not going to rush anything. We're just going to see if we can get some Mind Weavers to infight with each other. Otherwise, I think I do take a lot of damage here. Yeah, so these Mind Weavers aren't really infighting with each other, so I'm just going to have to deal with them directly. Collect some ammo, because this next section is also kind of nasty. A Mind Weaver is going to spawn behind you, so you're forced to deal with one of them. I always just deal with the top one and then turn around and deal with the Vasicos. So far, so good. Okay, this section is another section that we're just going to run away from. So I at least deal with these Banshees, but then I just get out of here. We're just making a run for the Calamity Blade. This lift will kind of fuck you if you go too fast, because sometimes the Vasco will just be right there blocking your way, and there's really no good way to deal with him besides just trying your best to kill him with your Incinerator. So yeah, not gonna lie, that section is kind of a toss-up. But after we finish that section, we're gonna jump down over here. Sometimes the Archviles will come out, and I like to use that little section that I jumped to as cover. But now that they're not there, we're just going to come over here, collect that armor bonus, and then we can go to town on these pricks. It's a great thing there's a lot of medikits in this room, so be sure to use them sparingly. Also, don't just indiscriminately pick up fuel tanks, because it is very true that this map is very tight on ammo. So only pick it up if you really need it. I think here we're going to pick up the Mega Armor. And then, after dealing with these ghouls, we're going to jump into the lava, and we're going to activate a crusher that's going to kill a few shock troopers that would normally appear at the end of the map. And I believe that switch also kills a few Vasicos. And if we didn't hit that switch, those Vasicos would just throw their flame balls from across the map. So we don't want that. So we deal with this section specifically so that we can just get rid of the shock troopers and Vasicos that are throwing all of their projectiles from across the map. Not much to say here, business as usual. Be very careful because those shock troopers will shred your health. So what I'm doing here is I'm setting up a play to use the invulnerability to basically just deal with a bunch of Vascos that normally be there. We're coming up to another secret here. So we'll deal with those Vascos later, or ghouls. Yeah, and interestingly enough, this mission only features new monsters. At least from what I remember. Yeah, careful of that Mineweaver, he's always going to teleport there. Go ahead and knock him out. It's going to be a secret wall there. Alright, making good progress. To access the invulnerability sphere, you actually don't need to hit that switch there, but hitting that switch does reveal another shock trooper that you saw me kill there, so it's kind of needed for 100%. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm grabbing the invulnerability and then I'm hightailing it to the section with a bunch of Vascos. So they're going to be right here. So it's good that we have our invulnerability because now we can just throw ourselves at everyone. And this section becomes a lot easier. It's not that you can't do it without an invulnerability, but damn, it just makes it so much easier. I didn't mean to fall down. It was kind of a bad play there, but it's not terrible. So here's a section where it's a good example of why we needed to take out those shock troopers, because if we hadn't taken them out, they'd just be shooting us from across the map, and it wouldn't be fun. We would have probably died there. Okay. Now this red key isn't absolutely necessary to grab it. I grab it because I want to deal with this section first before I go into the building with the stairs. A really good reason for it. Originally I was going to use the invulnerability sphere to deal with the final Vascos, but I found that other section just a little harder to deal with. Okay, cool. So the only thing we really need is that computer map, and we also want to hit that switch, because if we do not hit that switch, those shock troopers are going to spawn at the end of the map, and it's going to make it a little harder to exit. And I'm not gonna lie, from here it's kind of clear sailing. All we need to do now is just clear out this building with a bunch of Vascos and Banshees. But we still need to be aware of how much ammo we're using. It's a little hard to figure out this area. I really haven't bothered with it. I just kind of memorized the path. But essentially I'm just kind of following the stairs along the wall. And here I think we get a little lucky. Yeah, those were some good shots. Just being a little careful here since we're coming up to the end of the map. I completely missed it. Fun fact, this blue key serves no purpose in this map. I don't know why it's there. At least I'm still not too sure if there is a purpose to the blue key. But you can completely complete this map without ever having to pick up that key. So then that was one secret, and then we're also going to find the last secret over here. I thought it didn't wake up the banshees, but they're actually on the other side. Yeah, right there. So here I'm running a little bit tight on fuel tank. So there's one down here. And I believe there might be one somewhere else in the lava. I kind of forget. I know, that's so useful. So we're waiting there for a Mindweaver that wakes up, and then from here it's just kind of smooth sailing. I am eating that shit up. Okay, and that's really all. We just need 2 more shock troopers down here. Very easy to deal with. And that's it. That is E1M6 The Coiled City. Incinerator and Calamity Blade only. This map is tough. It is tough. It is hard to learn. There are so many different paths you can take. Really learn this map, because if you don't, you're going to be starving for ammo, especially if you're pistol starting, and you're just going to be having a really bad time. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. I hope this helped you in some way. Please bear with me with some playthrough uploads. I just moved to a new city and I'm taking care of my dog that got her space surgery. So everything's going to be a little bit more slow, but I'm hoping to get out a little bit more playthroughs similar to this, which are going to be in the form of official map set walkthroughs as well as some challenges here and there. But again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.